Gervonta Davis and Andre Ward have both made statements to Devin Haney in hopes, I believe, of getting Devin Haney's head right. Both of them say, man, wake up, smell the coffee, and accept reality. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we're going to be in the 140-pound division, where two of the world's best fighters this century, Gervonta Davis and Andre Ward, both gave messages about Devin Haney and what Devin Haney is doing vis-a-vis Ryan Garcia, and that is taking zero responsibility for your part in getting beat up, and instead turning to the legal system to try to seek remedy for getting beat up in a boxing match that you agreed and asked for. Now, before I get into the details of it, of what they said and why it's so important, and it's so important to everybody. It's not just important. This is an important life lesson. It's not a boxing lesson. This is a life lesson. And if you really care about Devin or your son or daughter or yourself, you'll encourage whoever you think needs to learn it, which is that sometimes, man, you're just going to lose because there are people out there in the world that are better than you, or it's not your day. So when you lose, you get back up, you dust yourself off, you smile, accept the loss, and keep it pushing. You don't go into your room, get into your closet, close the door, and cry about it, right? Because that's what happens to everybody in life. Everybody deals with losses. So how does that relate to Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, but specifically what Gervonta Davis said, and Andre Ward? Well, let's go to Andre Ward first. Andre Ward interviewed Devin Haney. And when he asked Devin Haney what went wrong in the fight, you could see the pained look on Andre Ward's face as Devin Haney basically said, I didn't do anything wrong. Ryan cheated me. That's it. I thought I did something wrong until I got that deliverance from personal responsibility called a positive an adverse finding on a test. So now Devin thinks that nothing in the fight that Ryan did had anything to do with why he's losing, and that he is back to being the perfect fighter and I suppose the perfect person that he was beforehand. Andre Ward wasn't buying it, man. Andre Ward was saying, hey, was his left hook that fast? Was his left hook that fast? I know you were preparing for that left hook. How did you get hit with that? Andre Ward is saying, look, man, I know I've done my research about the particular stuff that he tested positive for. I mean, the word is that maybe that helped with weight loss. Maybe it helped with weight loss. And the word out there is, seriously, maybe it helped, but it wouldn't have helped at the time that he took it because he didn't have it in his system for the entire camp, but he had it in his system the day of the fight and the day of the fight, right? So Andre Ward is saying, look, he may have had something in his system, but we don't know. That left hook landed. That left hook shouldn't have landed. Why did the left hook land? Devin didn't take any personal responsibility for it. You also had Gervonta Davis, who listened to the interview and immediately put out a statement about Devin. Like, man, are you basically saying, dude, you got hit by them left hooks, man? How are you going to tell me that is why you how are you going to tell me that ain't why you lost? And then people continually to show Gervonta slipping repeatedly slipping the same shot that Devin got hit with repeatedly. That's not Osterine. Osterine, if you're talking about why left hooks landed, is a cop-out. Because that Osterine didn't throw that punch. Ryan threw the punch. And you can say, well, the punch was stronger because of the Osterine. It still landed. It still landed. If it wouldn't have landed so much, you're right. So you got to think, dude, how can I win? What can Devin have done to win the fight, even with the Osterine in his system? And Devin is going to say, what? Nothing. It doesn't matter what I do. I will lose every single solitary time there's trace amounts of Osterine in someone's system. Now, I understand, though. I do understand where the people that are real Devin Haney supporters come from when they say, but he cheated, but he cheated, but he cheated. Yeah, he cheated. He cheated. I'll give you, he cheated. Right? Even though I don't think he cheated. Personally, I just think that it was contaminated. And I think it was a mistake. But hey, it's in there. He has to be punished for it. I get that. 100%. But that is something Ryan did. That's not going to solve the problem that Devin has. Devin had a problem with the fact that he couldn't figure out how to beat Ryan. So you have to go back to the board and say, okay, what could I have done better? What should I do differently? Okay, if this hadn't happened, what improvements, if there wasn't Osterine in his system, what improvements would I make in order to have won that fight? And that's something that Devin is not doing, or at least in his public communication, seems not to care about at all. And that is a very dark harbinger for what is going to come down the road if he doesn't do that. Because people are going to throw left hooks at him. And they're going to land. And guess what? Sometimes the guy is hard enough to hurt you. He's big. He's strong enough to hurt you with nothing in his system. Quite honestly, Ryan has had whole camps and never popped dirty for nothing. No Osterine. And he hurt people with that left hook. I just can't believe you guys are acting like Ryan Garcia doesn't have a left hook. But anyway, I agree 100% with Gervonta and with Andre Ward. You got to take personal responsibility for you losing. Even if there was something in there where somebody tried to do something to prevent you from winning by cheating, you still got to figure out how to do it. If you are in a basketball game and the refs got some funny calls going on because they don't like a guy or they don't like a situation, the coach still got to figure out what type of situations to switch up, what kind of plays to run, what kind of personnel matchups to make in order to overcome that problem. Because you're never going to have, ever in sports, a perfectly even playing field. Never. Either somebody's better because of their talent, or say you may be fighting at 135 and a guy walks in the ring at 165 and you walk in at 145 because this guy is Devin Haney and you're not, right? He ain't tripping on fair, even playing field for that, right? But anyway, man, it's just, boxing is a gladiator sport, man. Behave like a gladiator. Leave the lawsuits. And I mean, I'm not saying if somebody doesn't pay you the money that you owe them, yeah, okay, you go to court to collect that money. But Devin got paid for this. And Devin's going to want to get out there and fight again. And at the very least, man, figure out what it was that allowed Ryan Garcia to land shots on you when Ryan Garcia looked as if he was gassed and out of shape. And blaming everybody else is not the way to go for the betterment of your life in the long haul. But anyway, that's my take on the matter. Please let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.